Kev G, weather overview. Well, there's a lot of weather to talk about. We have two storms in the next 5 days. And in between those storms, we have a lot of cold air for this time of year. And if you were following me last time, this is no real big surprise as the pattern sort of realigns itself for the middle of the month of November. Now, I think that's going to change in the long term. I think we'll probably end up with warmer temperatures, relatively speaking, as we get closer to Thanksgiving. But not next week, especially starting on Saturday, where after this cold front goes through, we are going to be dealing with temperatures below normal. So anything below about mid 50s this time of year, that's below normal. That's chilly. And wait till you see what's in store for Wednesday and Thursday. It's going to feel like winter around here. So these are your flood watches. This is tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night, courtesy of NOAA. I would take this seriously. This is coming in at a bad time. It's going to be intense. You're going to get a 6 to 8 hour period of very heavy rain, 1 to 2 inches an hour. I don't quite understand why Suffolk County's not in the flood watch. That may change tomorrow, but it's basically window dressing because the entire area is going to see rain. And in the usual spots that do flood, especially in streets and highways that ordinarily flood, they're going to flood tomorrow with this intense bout of rainfall that moves through. And this is going to be the beginning of our cold shot from mid-month. So when we look at the NAM, rain is nowhere to be found tomorrow morning. So when you wake up, it'll just be clouding over. But by afternoon, 2 or 3 o'clock, I think, east of the Hudson, it starts raining. And it'll start light to moderate, but then it'll become heavy at times. And the NAM is showing quite an intense burst of precipitation in the form of heavy rain, somewhere between 6 and 9 p.m. for the bulk of the region. So it's going to come down pretty intense for a little while. So that's why the flood watches are in effect. I agree with them. I think it's just bad timing. If you can leave early tomorrow, I would suggest doing so, because if you have a long commute home, to deal with that type of rain in such a short amount of time, it's not going to be a good thing. Now, when we get later into the weekend, no real weather trouble, but the temperatures come down. So Saturday, Sunday, and Monday are going to be you're going to have fair weather, but temperatures will be chilly. And then by the time we get into Tuesday, another storm starts to move in, and this one, could be a longer duration event. So it moves in Tuesday morning. It doesn't quite get out of here until about Tuesday night. So we could be looking at an all-day washout on Tuesday with this particular coastal storm. And yeah, don't be mistaken, that is some inland heavy snow up there near the New York Thruway and into parts of Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire. Yeah, so this is a very dynamic-looking storm out of the Gulf of Mexico, and then you can see the lines of equal pressure as they tighten up after the storm moves through, and that's indicative of some pretty chilly air for this time of year. We're going to be running 10 to 15 degrees below where we should be this time of year. Take a look at this weather underground. I mean, this is something. After we get rid of the rain for Friday, we're in the 40s all day Saturday, Sunday with fair weather. It clouds over late on Monday. Tuesday looks like a washout. And then Wednesday, Thursday, temperatures no better than the lower 40s. So quite an interesting, quite a challenging weather week with a lot of storms, 2 storms to be exact. And we got this mid-month chill down that was well advertised by the various computer models. So be careful tomorrow as you're driving home for the big Friday afternoon, Friday evening commute. And we'll have more to say about the long range in a future video. So watch out for that over the weekend.